to show you how I do my beans for my beans and rice. This is the healthy version. I'm not using any oils, so it is whole food plant-based. Okay, so you're going to get your pan ready. I have half of a small red onion chopped, and I have 2 large cloves of garlic diced up in the pan. To the pan, I'm just going to add about a cup and a half of some filtered water. Turn your pan on a medium heat. I'm going to let the onions and the garlic start to cook a little bit. Now that the onions and the garlic have been simmering in the water on a medium heat for about 6 to 8 minutes, I'm going to go ahead and add in some diced up tomato I have, probably about a cup. So I'm just going to mix in the tomato a little bit, let that cook for probably like 1 to 2 minutes. I basically take whatever scrap veggies I have laying around and add it to this. Peppers would be really good. Whatever you like. So this has been simmering for another 2 minutes here. I'm going to go ahead and add in 1 cup of some frozen corn I found. Go ahead and mix the corn in. Let it get heated up. The last thing I'm going to do is add the beans, maybe a little bit more water, and then all the spices I'm going to add on top, and it's going to make a little bit of a sauce. The first spice I'm going to add is just a couple little shakes of some cumin. Just a little bit. Can always add more at the end. Also, I went ahead and lowered the heat just a little bit. It was on medium. I put it a little bit more towards low because we're just going to simmer this. The next spice I'm going to add is half a teaspoon of some turmeric, about 1/4 teaspoon of some black pepper, and I'm also going to add some smoked paprika, probably just a couple shakes, maybe 1/4 teaspoon. It's really hard to measure when you're... Okay. And last but not least, I am going to add about 1/4 cup of some nutritional yeast. So I added a little bit more water, probably about another cup. I'm just going to mix this all together. You want it a little bit watery because it's going to make a sauce. It's going to simmer now. If you have a lid, you could probably cover this too. I don't have a lid for this pan. So I'm just mixing this all together so all the spices get in there. You can see the color of the water changing. And this is going to simmer probably just 10 to 15 minutes, and then I'm going to shut my stove off. I forgot to mention, let's add a little bit of pink sea salt. You can always add more at the end. That's probably like 1/4 teaspoon. So I let this simmer for about 10-15 minutes, and then I shut the burner off. I'm going to let it sit for even longer because the pan is still warm. It's going to thicken when you put this in the fridge. This is great for burritos, rice bowls. I have some brown rice over here that's just about done. So I'll put these beans right on top, and I'll drizzle some of my cheese sauce. If you haven't seen that video, you can click the link to subscribe and go ahead and take a look. This is my favorite go-to for beans and rice because you can put whatever spices you like. It stays good in the fridge. I get about 4 or 5 servings of this, and you mix it with different things. It's really versatile.